Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog with Underdog Views and I watched the movie Ex Machina with the tagline, "There's nothing more human than the will to survive." This movie was brought to you by a recommendation from Red Otter, and then that line, N5M. Special shout out to you, Red Otter, for recommending this movie. I can see why this is, why people consider this one of the best movies from the 2010s. Yeah, but what I didn't plan was, to watch yesterday and today a movie about AI. That wasn't planned. It just happened to be. Speaking of yesterday's movie, I will bump that one also a bit up to a high 4, low 5. I think I gave the 4 out of 5, Transcendence. But that one gets a high 4, low 5, not the movie Karen. If you haven't seen my review for the movie Karen, go watch it. And if you haven't seen the movie Karen, watch the movie. But I will tell you, the sad thing is that those people exist also in real life, and that situation probably also happened in real life to maybe one person or two. That said, back to Ex Machina. Let's just start with the movie, shall we? We're somewhere inside, and we see a woman sit. We see some guy in a chair, and I don't mean a wheelchair, but I mean just a chair. He's sitting in a kind of a weird shaped chair, and another guy, also sitting on a chair, on his phone. And there's another guy, Caleb, who is sitting behind the computer. He receives a VIP email. Ooh, nice. And then I think he clicks on it, and it says something like first I couldn't read really the rest. Maybe first press, I don't know. So he reads it, and immediately he grabs his phone, and we have a kind of a POV from his phone, looking at Caleb, more like this, like this, and he sends or receives a message to or from Andy T saying, "I won." Oh, but he sent a message to Andy T saying, "I won." He won a kind of a lottery competition, something like that. His face is scanned by the webcam on his computer, and a woman runs up to him, grabbing his shoulder, congratulations, probably saying, but we don't hear that, and then we see everybody, clap. But we're also gonna leave it at that, because if you don't know what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself, and if you don't know what kind of competition he has won, you also have to watch the movie yourself. I can tell you that this movie was also really enjoyable. On some point I kind of recognize the movie, not because I've seen it, but because I've seen the South Park version, season 19, episode 8, episode called Censored Content, where, well, spoilers if but Jimmy was by the newsman was kind of recruited, and he said, "Oh, that's an ad, that's news, that's an ad, that's news." And he talked to Leslie, uh, who was an ad, and that's basically they spoofed Ex Machina. Um, and when Caleb was talking to the AI, I I recognized it also because there was power power outs, and the backup was then, and then they talked to each other, and it was exactly like um, that episode. So there I recognized it from. If they did CGI in this movie or practical, but I think it's CGI. The CGI was incredibly good. It was wow, you know. And then you look at Lake Placid, who was that was around the same era. Yeah, the CGI is all shit from that one in comparison. You know, even the 2018 Lake Placid is not as good as the CGI is not as good as this movie. So what happened? I know, different studios have different equipment, so obviously not every studio has uh, the same equipment for amazing CGI. Because they don't share that probably in between them. Warner Brothers has that kind of equipment, and Disney has that kind of equipment. The people from Ex Machina, has that kind of equipment that looks incredible. So it's all different. Um, so I can see that, but it's a bit uh, disappointing that that the one studio can make something this amazing while the other studio makes something that looks like other fucking shit in comparison. You know, a bit disappointing. Apparently Ava wasn't. Ava was the AI bot wasn't the only one who was walking around in that facility. Apparently Kyoko was also an AI bot, which I uh, didn't suspect actually. That that was really a shock actually. Um, there's also for okay, who the fuck should I trust? Is Nathan right or is Ava right? Well, Ava is a machine. Nathan is the person who built her, but maybe it's the third option that Nathan called, that she is really using him to escape, which I hope that Yoshi would take him with him, which he didn't. Spoilers. Um, now that was also for. Come on, you could have, why leave him? Overall, this was just a very good movie. I really enjoyed this movie, and like I said, I can really see why this movie is considered one of the best movies considered one of the best movies from the 2010s. Um, watch the movie yourself. It's just really good, very good. It's really a very good movie. Um, that said, I'm gonna leave it at that. Leave likes, recommend a good AI movie. A movie that is that's about the story of an AI. Yeah, about an AI. Like Megan, which I haven't seen yet because I don't know if the second movie is already out or not, but I'm gonna watch Megan after the sequel is out because then we can watch both, the one day and the other one the other day. Otherwise, I have to take them apart. The one here and then the other one later, and I don't want to do that with if I know that the sequel is coming out, uh, coming soon, I'm not gonna watch the first one and then the other one later on. I'm gonna wait for the first one and watch the second one, after the first one. I'm gonna leave that. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later for Ballerina from 2023. Yes, this is not Ballerina from 2025, which is the John Wick Ballerina, but this is a different Ballerina. This is a South Korean movie called Ballerina, also a bit of a Hitman-y, so I can't wait to watch this movie. I love Hitman movies. So I'm gonna see you guys for Ballerina and for the 4th episode of the 3rd season of The Twilight Zone. Bye.